Hello, Police Emergency, Laura speaking.
Hi, Laura. This is Officer Gary Emerson. I'm with Officer Barry Kerfoot. We've got a fellow down here at the Dell Hotel parking lot, north end of the lot.
What seems to be the problem, Gary?
Well, he's got some very severe injuries to his abdomen and upper body. It looks like his injuries are either drug-related, gang-related, or maybe even both.
Okay, I've got an ambulance on the way. Is there anything else I can do for you?
You know, you might want to send on a couple detectives. I'm not even sure if this guy's going to make it.
Okay, I'm going to dispatch Stan Stewartson and Rich Chambers right away.
Okay, thanks, Laura.
There was a man who told you burn his fuse. He burned it every night. He kept his guitar right by his side. He went hard till the morning light. One day he jumped in his car, raced to another show. He fell asleep at the wheel, veered off the road. The police said the facts were plain to see. There would be no inquiry. They called it rock and roll related. No one gave a damn. It was rock and roll related. How much can one man stand? The next of kin did sign the form. The officer did it. The papers wrote in small print. His death was rock and roll related. There was a man who finally found his gig. It paid him $50 a pop. He couldn't get a record deal. He did it for the rock. One day the house canceled his gig. He went home, opened up his pills. A friend found him 3 weeks later. He'd run right out of thrills. The detective said there was nothing to say. They all looked the other way. They called it rock and roll related. No one gave a damn. It was rock and roll related. How much can one man stand? Some say he pressed the single, but no stations ever played it. There would be no comeback. His death was rock and roll related.
We interrupt this tragic tale of rock and roll to give Nashville equal time. No, Harry, he was a welder. He came from Omaha. He had a gift for putting words to music. He loved to write his songs. All his friends said, "Hey Harry, take your little girl and your guitar, head on down to Nashville town, write songs for country stars." No, Harry, he was a dreamer. He headed down to Music Row. He found a place just off 17th where all the music people go. But all he's seen were signs, no soliciting on all the doors. Unless, of course, you're a blonde with big hooters, then Woody Bomar will let you in for sure. And Harry had a little girl to support. He had to weld till 6 o'clock. By the time his shift was over, well, all the music stores were locked. In his spare time, Harry would phone up all the labels, but they'd never return his calls. Harry was resigned to walking the streets of Nashville, down long dark alleys and halls. One day he met a country star. He said, "Sir, can I play you a song?" The artist said, "I'd like to listen, friend, but you know, I only write my own." But let me give you some advice, stranger. A plugger is what you need. He'll make a pitch. You might be rich, beyond your wildest dreams. So Harry went down to the bookstore, found a book on pluggers. He looked down the list. He chose a man of good repute, a man who'd had some hits. Harry met with this plugger at a place called Sammy B's. The plugger said, "I love your songs, Harry. That'll be $800, please." Yes, he overcharged poor Harry, took Harry's tape and put it on a shelf. And the day that plugger would touch Harry's tape, they'd throw snowballs in hell.
All he wanted was a B-side cut on a Toby Keith record. Get him off the ground. Just a B-side cut on a Brad Paisley record. Turn his life around.
Yes, he'd give Harry fake pitch sheets. He never made one call. You see, this plugger, he was a bugger. We'll just call him Paul. Harry would call Paul up. Paul would always smile. "I was just thinking about you, Harry. I got Tim and Kenny on the dial." Harry said, "I love McGraw and Chesney. Does that mean I've got a song on hold?" And Paul would say, "Send more money, Harry, before the trail goes cold." And Harry would, because Harry believed that each of his songs were like some beautiful golden bird, trapped in a darkened place, just waiting to be heard. And one day they'd break their chains and fly up to the skies, and everyone would point and marvel at the beauty before their eyes. Because Harry knew that his songs would become transcendent and dance on heaven's stairs. And everyone who ever had a heart would wish his songs were theirs.
All he wanted was a B-side cut on a Clint Black record. Get him off the ground. Just a B-side cut on a Garth Brooks record. Turn his life around.
One night Harry came home from a double shift, and as he watched his little girl fall asleep, a strange idea came knocking, and into his mind it creep. He didn't think much of it at first, but then he twisted it back around. Suddenly it sprang out like a tiger, damn near knocked him to the ground. It was like What She's Doing Now meets Strawberry Wine. It took you back to a distant place in time, where innocence, joy, and love all were forged with fire, and you knew you could not walk away until it took you higher. Harry kissed his little girl goodnight. He reached out for his book, and as the melody started writing itself, he wrote down his monster hook. Harry drifted off to sleep, and as he lay back in his bed, 1,000 candidate images went racing through his head. For months, Harry reworked it as he welded all day long, and finally it was finished. He'd written the perfect song. Yes, Harry had showed his true talent. He'd painted a masterpiece. He felt just like the hero Jason. He found his golden fleece.
All he wanted was a B-side cut on a Travis Tritt record. Get him off the ground. Just a B-side cut on a Reba record. Turn his life around.
An excited Harry phoned Paul up. He said, "I have to play you what I've got." Paul said, "I'm kind of busy, Harry. Why don't you drop it through the slot?" The next day, Paul was sorting his mail. He came across Harry's tape. He was about to throw it out, but Harry had made a big mistake. You see, Harry's title and hook, well, they were one and the same, and that title roared like a lion right below Harry's name. Paul put in Harry's cassette. It hit him like a runaway train. It knocked Paul on his ass, washed over him like Tulsa rain. Paul sat back in his chair. It was time to think things through. Business wasn't going so good lately. He knew what he had to do. You see, Paul was also a songwriter. He'd even had a minor hit. He knew how to rewrite a melody so all the words would fit. Yeah, he could sling the shit!
All he wanted was a B-side cut on a Colin Ray record. Get him off the ground. Just a B-side cut on a Martina record. Turn his life around.
He started on Harry's verse, modulating certain notes, changing the melody just enough, replacing key words Harry wrote. Now I hate to cut this short, for the story is not yet done. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you, this is only part one. And I hope you all forgive me but that's the nature of the biz. But you can trust me.
There was a B-side cut on a George Canyon record.